It's all about fishing. It's all about hunting. It's all about the great outdoors.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to Bear Creek Lodge. As a matter of fact, I'd like to welcome myself. It's good to be back on the set, Alex.
Sure is, Grenade. It's good to have the captain back on board. He had a little bit of health problems, and he's back now, and he's just getting along just like the rest of us. A little better than some of us.
Be on the boat next thing you know.
That's right. He sure will. Looking forward to it, too, but I'm going to have to tear him away from the hunting before I can get him back on the boat. Also, here's a picture of one of our cousins. As you can see, we're shooting outside as usual, but today we've got the cousin reunion for us, which is a bunch of rays from up the Funiac Way, a bunch of farmers coming to have food with us here, fishermen. And funny thing about this is, when we go there, when we go all the way up to their farm, they usually roast us a pig. When they come here, we usually smoke and fry up some mullet for them. That's how it's always been. It's how I grew up on it. That's just the way it is with our family. And
hey, that's a big old redfish old Rod caught there, Rod.
That's right. This picture is Rod Griffith, from son of Roland, and again, just one of them Defuniac boys. And we've got a bunch of rays up that way, and it all started back early 1900s?
Oh,
believe so.
this is the John Ray family.
Right,
really.
This is the John Ray family, and was it John that died in the hurricane in 29?
Right,
Grandpa John died in the hurricane in 29, and then we had he had 2 boys and 2 girls. My namesake, Duncan Roy Ray, and we had Walter, and then the 2 girls were Alice and Isabel. So if y'all are kin to any of them, y'all come on up to Bear Creek Lodge and have yourself some fish, and we'll be waiting on you here. Weather's looking nice, so come on.
They all came down and worked on Seminole Hill, and that's where Grandpa Ray was when he died up there. Hey, we've got a good show lined up here. I got a good fishing trip. I really enjoy taking a man and his son fishing, and then I've got 2 distinguished guests that you're going to enjoy. So don't go anywhere. Let's take a break first of all and go fishing.
Sounds good.
Sunjammers and Hobie Mirage Kayaks set the standard for on-the-water fun. Whether your passion is fishing, sailing, or recreational adventures, Hobie has a kayak for you. Hobie's Mirage Drive mimics nature's proven designs for effective, powerful propulsion to enhance your kayaking experience. Mirage Power, Mirage Performance, Mirage Drive. Hobie, enjoy the ride. Hobie kayaks are available at Sunjammers Water Sports in Panama City Beach.
Since 1962, Central has practiced the credit union philosophy of people helping people. Central staff is devoted to looking out for the best interest of their members. If you live, work, or attend school in the Bay, Washington, or Walton counties of Florida, you can now become a member of Central Credit Union. They offer innovative free services such as e-branch banking, bill payer, e-alerts, mobile banking, and coming soon, remote deposit, where you can deposit your check straight from your smartphone. Join the Central Credit Union family where you belong. Visit us at 2615 Highway 77 in Panama City, or visit our website at ccufl.org to find out more. Funds insured by NCUA.
In 1974, Richard Nixon resigned as President of the United States.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
The speed limit was lowered to 55 miles per hour. Mosley High School opened, and Seoul Tractor Company opened for business with a little-known tractor from Japan, Kubota. To celebrate our 40th anniversary,
we're continuing to offer 0% down, 0% financing,
and 0% APR for up to 60 months
on select equipment.
Seoul and Kubota, 40 years of trusted performance.
All right, Johnson put on a big old smile. Johnson Gainers, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're from Cairo?
Yes, sir.
Cairo, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
And you brought your dad fishing this morning?
Yes, sir.
Lee?
Yes.
Got you back there. And a lot of folks around here knows who I'm talking about, but he's a friend to Glenn Strange in the tree business. And people in Panama City remember the Stranges that were here. Glenn's dad was my boss man was Bell South, and they played baseball, Little League baseball here. So, and that's how I got acquainted here with Lee. And we're going to try to find some fish. Now, let me tell you this, Johnson. I don't have but one rule on my boat. You don't hook the captain.
Right.
Lee, you play ball. You're a big boy. I bet you play baseball.
Yes, sir.
Football.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell me your girlfriend's name? Let's don't embarrass him. Let's go fishing. They got the bottom, have you, Johnson? Yeah, look at that. Oh, where's the net? That's a good trout. Wow. Hold him up. You got him. Hold him. Turn him toward me a little bit. Now I get us a good picture of it. But let us put that size in a net, because he'll come off. You'd be sick. A good trout. A good job there, Johnson. Put him in the net there, Johnson. All right. Pretty trout there. Pretty trout there. We almost got him up too high, didn't you? Almost lost that one off. Good job. You got another pretty trout there,
Yeah.
Lee.
I think that
Beautiful.
may be a keeper.
Yeah. Good trout. Looks like Lee got it. Boy, that's a pretty trout there. Swing him right on up here a little bit closer. Yeah, that's a pretty trout there, Lee. You got one? You lost yours? Johnson still got his coming right into the sun. Johnson, you feel like a good fish? You don't? Oh! Look at that. We almost lost that trout off, Johnson. Boy, you don't, I get him around here away from the sun, maybe I can get a picture of it.
Sir?
That's all right, we got him. Now that is what we call, I call them skipjacks. Some people call them ladyfish.
Right.
And I call them baby tarpon sometimes, because they look a lot like a baby tarpon, and they pull about like one.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, nice, fun to catch. Put him in the net there and swing him around here. Pretty trout.
Daddy, I messed up my throat and I was reeling it in and hit.
That was a pretty one there, Lee.
That's a good one right here.
And you missed one there too?
Yes, sir.
Good. Get back out there and catch him. Don't let him whip you. Believe you got a red on there this time. You hold your rod up there. Don't you try to get him in the boat too quick. He's probably gonna run again.
Ooh, that's a big trout.
It's a big
son.
trout.
Easy, son. Right here.
That's a big fish. Easy. And you got him in the net. How about that one? How about that one?
That's a keeper right there, son.
I mean a keeper.
Golly.
The goal won't work.
Oh, man.
What you got up here now, see? Yeah. You hear him grunt now? That's the male trout.
Is it?
Male runs, they usually run a little bit smaller than the female. There should be a big old female there he was laying around there with. Try to catch him. Oh yeah, on the back of the boat again. Where's the net? Where is that net? Pretty fish. That's a pretty fish. Yeah. Swing him right on around here, away from the sun. There we go. No, this way.
How about that right there?
Yeah, that's a pretty fish there. You got him hooked in the side there. Swing him at. That's why he looks big. Hooked in the side there, Lee. Okay. All right, Lee, you catching fish now.
Well, takes a little time.
Yeah. They hit that Arkansas glow again this morning. Hold him right there. Johnson, you call him the Johnson fish. I think that's a root beer with a gold glitter on him. But anyway, that's a good fish. Well, the captain caught one. Pretty nice trout. You did a good job netting it for me.
I got that one netted, didn't
I? Yeah. Had two on there, but Jonathan lost his off. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And you give
Lost him.
Sorry about that.
That's the way it is, isn't it?
Just imagine Econfina Creek and 6 crystal clear sandy bottom springs, only a short drive from the beach, but a world away. Canoeing, kayaking, picnicking, and swimming, fun for the whole family. But who knew? Well, the secret is out, and families of all ages are enjoying this one-of-a-kind adventure down the creek. As you float downstream with the current, you're surrounded by a canopy of green. Birds sing overhead, and icy cool pools of crystal clear spring water lure swimmers into the pure exhilaration of a bubbling spring. Chances are you've been coming to the beach for years without ever hearing about Econfina Creek or Econfina Creek Canoe Livery, a family-owned and operated business. But this easy-going addition to any vacation itinerary will create long-lasting memories of an adventure everyone can enjoy. No experience is necessary, and everything is included. Your kayak or canoe, paddles, and life vest too. And though all good things must come to an end, this journey ends perfectly with a shuttle waiting for your return upstream. And just like that, you're safely on your way back to the beach with a pocket full of photos and some unforgettable memories. Every vacation is more fun with Econfina Creek Canoe Livery, and thousands of paddlers can't be wrong. So enjoy the serenity of it all and sit, float, swim, and picnic on Econfina Creek, the world's most natural wonder. Econfina Creek Canoe Livery is located 1 mile north of Highway 20 on Strickland Road, midway between Highway 77 and 231.
DOA Lures, the unfair advantage. Mark Nichols molded the world's first plastic shrimp at his kitchen table in 1989. Today, DOA Lures offers 4 sizes of shrimp in 54 colors, along with a complete line of lures for both inshore and offshore use, as well as freshwater.
And what I like the most about DOA Lures, they are American-made.
DOA Lures available at your local tackle retailer or go online at doalures.com.
Panama City Gastroenterology specializes in colon cancer screening, gastroesophageal reflux disease, all aspects liver disease, and we do conduct clinical trials. We provide care in timely fashion using our extensive experience and are mindful of healthcare costs.
Folks, if you're 50 years old and haven't had a colonoscopy in the last 5 years, you need to give Doc a call.
For the latest medical news, join us today on Facebook, Panama City Gastroenterology.
The Register Meat Company was founded over 71 years ago by Pappy Register.
Register's premier product is their country-style sausage. It is 100% pure pork and hog casings with their secret seasonings. It's packaged in mild hot, and I mean hot. Their sugar cure bacon is smoked for hours. And Register's premium hams are pumped with their special ham pump. If you're in the Cottondale area, stop by their country store and ask about their Pick 5 program and their veggie bushel. Look for Register's meats at your local grocery.
I tell you what I like about Coram. I like the food, I like the price, I like the quality, I like the quantity of it. But what I like most about Coram Steak and Eggs is I like that friendly atmosphere that I always find when I dine out there. It's owned and operated by Linda and Willard Coram. They are the original, and they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their breakfast out of this world. And my favorite is the world famous Coram Heavenly Hash. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway.
The first thing I want to do before I introduce my guest is to welcome the Tom P. Haney Technical Center on as a sponsor of this program. Folks, go by there and talk with them about a career. They're nice people, and you're not obligated in any way. My guest this morning, hey, I'm so thankful. Patrice Couch is director of St. Andrew BayWatch. Right?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Assistant Director Laurel Harris.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
And I know that anybody that's been in our bays this year are concerned about the quality of our bays. Maybe they can shed some light on it. Whatever they want to do, tell me first of all, what is St. Andrews BayWatch?
Well, St. Andrew BayWatch is a program of the St. Andrew Bay Resource Management Association, and we're the water quality monitoring program for St. Andrew Bay. We call it RMA for short, and RMA was established in 1987 by a group of people who were really passionate about protecting the bay. They got together and wanted to create, it's a citizen-based organization or a nonprofit, 501c3 group, and our main goal is for everyone to recognize that St. Andrew Bay is really Bay County's most valuable natural resource, and it plays such a key role in our economy. So all the work that we do is centered around protecting the bay and the waters and all the aquatic resources that we have here.
I have seen you all out there in the boat. What were you doing all?
Well, we were taking water samples.
Water samples.
We have 84 stations that we collect every month. We have a team of about 40 volunteers that are very dedicated, that give of their time, their resources. Some of them use their boats and their fuel to go out and accomplish our goal of sort of monitoring the water quality trends over time here in Bay County. So you probably saw us out collecting water samples using equipment like this to determine water clarity or pH, temperature, salinity. There's just so many factors and parameters in the water that can tell us more about it.
What do you do with the test?
Well, we're going on our 25th year, so our data are very valuable for looking at long-term trends in water quality in the Bay system. So for instance, one of the things that we focus on is nutrients, nitrogen and phosphorus. You know, everyone's familiar with nutrients. We fertilize our lawns, and so the bay, the water, the seagrasses, they need a certain amount of nutrients to survive. But if you get too many, it can cause fish kills and algae blooms. So one of the things that we noticed in our last data analysis, this was from 1990 to 2006, we looked at 17 years of data for St. Andrew Bay. We noticed that nutrient loading in Grand Lagoon was increasing over time. And compared to the rest of St. Andrew Bay, Grand Lagoon has the highest concentrations of nitrogen and phosphorus. And that could be coming from stormwater runoff, septic tanks, malfunctioning septic systems, you know, in that case, and also, disposing of fish carcasses in a high number in that water body. So this is one of the things we look at. Our data are made available to local decision makers who, so we can make good management decisions about the health of the bay. It can also be used to supplement local government work, for instance, supporting grant proposals to get funding to do stormwater projects, and just to also bring awareness about how important our bay is. Well, and the main thing is, I think that point was addressing, is that the St. Andrew Bay watershed, most of it lies in Bay County. So we ultimately do control the destiny of the bay. We're responsible for whether the bay water quality is going to be maintained or improved because the watershed is mostly in Bay County.
And you made the statement that it is one of our most important investments, really, if you want to put it that way. Our bay system is really the lifeline of Bay County and the whole, as far as I'm concerned, the whole Big Bend area, our bays. And people come here because of our bays, right?
Absolutely.
The tourists, it helps our tourists. And it also, our bays feed the Gulf, the Gulf waters. Absolutely, and our bays, St. Andrew Bay is really unique because it's high salinity, clear water. It's different from Choctawhatchee Bay or Apalachicola Bay, where they have a major river influence. So we're very fortunate that our estuary, we have one of the most critical habitats that we're lucky to have is seagrass beds. And these serve as nursery areas for juvenile fish, shrimp, crabs. We hope to, have a scallop fishery again one day. And so, we're very fortunate, but really we do need to work to make sure that the water quality remains good.
it's not a good idea to accept incremental degradations in water quality, but a lot of people will do that because they don't see anything wrong with the bay. What do we need to do? It looks beautiful, but we really need to make sure that we maintain good water quality.
Yeah, you said the seagrass is so important, and how I long to see the day at St. Andrews Bay. I could go along there in real clear water and see this old long eelgrass growing, and see little quads of oysters here and there, and then the bay.
It's beautiful.
And it is possible.
So that's it's the heart of our economy here is the St. Andrew Bay, and the people who come here to fish that are going offshore, those fish begin in the seagrass beds here in St. Andrew Bay. That's why it's critical habitat, because if they lose that, we will not have the fishing industry that we have. So protecting the seagrasses and the water quality is most important.
One of the big accomplishments of BayWatch, Panama City wastewater. Tell me about that.
Well, I think Patrice could probably speak more about it.
Yes. St. Andrew Bay, back when the City of Panama City Beach wastewater plant wanted to increase their discharge to the bay, RMA became very concerned about doing that because West Bay's, has water quality issues. It's got high turbidity, and over the past several decades, we've lost about 2,000 acres of seagrasses in West Bay. So we really became concerned about that, and we were sort of gave the push with the City of Panama City Beach to start thinking about getting the discharge out of the bay, and kudos to Mayor Sullivan and Mayor Oberst and the staff at the City of Panama City Beach and the St. Joe Company who provided the land, because it's really those people that most of the credit goes to for seeing that vision and making it happen. If I could wave my magic wand, I would get all of the wastewater treatment plant effluent out of our bay.
So it's going into the Panama City Beach Conservation Park now, is where that effluent is going now.
I applaud y'all for that. Maybe we could see some more. Right quick, you'd like to have some more members, huh?
We would love to have some more members. Please visit our website, www.sabrma.org, or call us at 850-763-4303.
You've got all kinds of literature.
And we're on Facebook, so you can keep up with us there, too.
On Facebook. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for
having us. And I want you to promise me one thing. Anything new comes up in the bay, it's all come back on the program. If you got anything that will help the people up here and make them appreciate the bays anymore, come on the show and let's try to use it because the more interest we have in the quality of the bay, the more out we are going to see that old bay grass again in the bays like we like to see. Got to get out of here, folks, and again, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for watching the show.
For over 40 years, Tom P. Haney Technical Center has been committed to offering students a variety of workforce educational opportunities. In 2 years or less, you could be working in a rewarding and valued career field such as accounting operations, administrative office specialist, air conditioning, refrigeration and heating, applied welding technology, automotive collision repair and refinishing, automotive service technology, computer systems and information technology, digital design, electrical engineering and maintenance, marine service technology, or medical administrative specialist. We also offer special programs designed to prepare students for licensing in aircraft airframe mechanics, aircraft power plant mechanics, cosmetology, massage therapy, and practical nursing. Tom P. Haney Technical Center. Take charge of your future today.
Good.
Now that fishing trip reminded me a lot when you took me fishing. I was a little bit littler, and that was a pretty interesting interview you had with them two ladies. One of the things that we here at the Outdoors with Captain Roy show that we're kind of focusing on is the restoration and regeneration of the bays and the wetlands. And a lot of it has to do with that long eelgrass that's just kind of disappeared from the bays. It's still in the Gulf, but it's just dying off out here, and we're not sure what's causing it. But hopefully we get some answers here shortly. Now
we'll have these ladies back on too, because they're really interested in the bay situation, and we'll pass it on if we get the information.
Now, did I hear right? Did you say the BayWatch is all volunteer?
Yeah, volunteer.
So that's just people from here that are interested in keeping our bays safe and making sure everything is healthy. That's just local. There's nothing in it for them, so that's pretty admirable. And you know, you have our support here at Outdoors with Captain Roy. Now, one of the other things we got one of our emails this week caught us off guard because Sherry sent us an email saying, "Please enter me in the sweepstakes for the free canoe trip."
Hey, I felt sort of insulted. You don't want to go fishing with Captain Roy?
We offer a lot more than the canoe trips, but you know what?
Yeah.
I don't blame her because right now Econfina is beautiful, and if you've been outside at any point lately, in the afternoons especially, it's nice and cool, good breeze. And a cousin of mine said she was up there and said it was actually not a lot of population at the campsites right now, so you shouldn't be crowded or anything. You just take your time and stroll down the creek. So I highly recommend y'all give it a shot. Get on up to Econfina Canoe Livery and get you a canoe or kayak.
But call ahead.
Yeah,
for reservation.
Definitely reserve you one, and tell them Captain Roy sent you.
Yeah, there you go. And we're going to draw for a free canoe trip.
All right, Sherry. Now, if you win this, I may be a little suspicious about our drawing procedures, but everybody's got a fair chance. And now remember, if you want to enter the sweepstakes for more than just a canoe trip, you can call us at 850-722-9382, or you can email us at outdoors@captainroy.com. And make sure you check us out on our Facebook page and go to our YouTube channel. You can look us up there just by typing in Captain Roy in your search bar, and it should bring him right on up, or you can get to it from our website. All right, Grenade, let's get a drawing here.
Down deep, Alex.
All right. Oh, goodness. All right, whoever this is. This is the person. Let's see here. Chad Learins?
Leavrins.
Livins? Anyways.
Levins.
Oh, there we go. Chad Levins. Chad Levins. You won
right.
the canoe trip. Now remember, that's good for one canoe for 2 people. So make sure you call ahead, tell them who you are, and tell them you won the canoe trip with us. Now, folks, we got to get out of here because we got some fish to eat.
Thank y'all for watching the show, folks. Tune in again next Saturday at the same time. And remember to always
try and be as good to him as he is to you.
Good day.
YOLO, Grandpa.